Washington, 205 U.S. congressmen, 19 governors, 30 senators, 50 mayors from cities across the country, movie celebrities and television personalities, and another 2 plane loads of dignitaries from Europe.
Why don't you just keep the illusion that keeps people going, that makes little kids believe that we can do anything impossible? Why are you destroying that now? Why not just keep your reputation as the greatest?
It's called conflict.
Conflict or
yes.
Conscience?
Conflict.
Well, tell me about your conflict.
And that's what makes drama. That's why I'm involved in drama, storytelling, filmmaking.
I thought it was about truth.
It's about conflict.
I thought it was about truth. Wow.
People didn't care.
And you're spending billions of dollars.
That's why we had to have a disaster.
Odyssey Houston standing by, over.
Okay, go over.
Well, because Neil had been there, he knew all the ins and outs, all the details, and gave us all the minutia that we needed to. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong on a mission?
But they couldn't die.
No, they could not die.
Odyssey Houston, we show you on the mains. It really looks great.
That would have been too much.
Yeah.
Apollo 13, this is recovery, over. They're going through 5,000. Under Apollo 13, this is recovery, and your shoots look good. Apollo 13, this is recovery. We observed your RCS burn, over. The recovery, Apollo 13 is descending.
Okay.
But especially since they would have been seen walking around probably somewhere.
Well, the ones placed in at this time, the 3 chutes are displaced in the water. 0 degrees magnetic 3.5 miles.
Right, because you'd have to kill them in real life.
Yes, you'd have to kill them in real life.
Okay.
Command module is stable 1 at this time. They're riding comfortably. The vertical axis are approximately 15 degrees. Swim 1, you're cleared into position to retrieve the other 2 units. Swim 1, Russia. Okay, left 2, you win last 270.
I wouldn't put above NASA.
Sure, or the government. Do you have any, help on 13?
I recall, Captain, that when I spoke to you on the phone...
What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong on a mission? And, he explained, I don't know, a blown fuse or something, whatever he said. He gave us all the minutia we needed and just followed his instructions.
But you had actually, I guess you added the emotional arc of it.
Yes, we had to rehearse a lot.
Okay. And so...
Lovell especially was, not doing his part well, but
okay.
After some work, yeah.
Okay. And so...
Extremely well.
He brought it along and pulled it off.
Let me put it this way. I am constantly occupied. You've been doing some more work? May I see them? It's rather difficult to define. Perhaps I'm just projecting my own concern about it. Some truth in what I say. You don't mind talking about it, do you? And the melodramatic touch, of course I am. Sorry about this. I know it's a bit silly. Just a moment. And let it fail. It should then be a simple matter to track down the cause. It can only be attributable to human error. The 9000 series has a perfect operational record. None whatsoever, quite honestly.
Then you mean it is possible for them to have built such a thing?
Mr. President, the technology required is easily within the means of even the smallest nuclear power. It requires only the will to do so.
But how is it impossible?
Mr. President, it is not only possible, it is essential. That is the whole idea of this. Deterrence is the art of producing in the mind of the enemy the fear to attack. And so, because of the automated and irrevocable decision-making process which rules out human meddling, the doomsday machine is terrifying. It's simple to understand. Roll of shape
Strangelove.
can store all the information.
What kind of a name is that? That ain't no kraut name, is it, Stan?
You
changed it when you became a citizen. It used to be Merkwürdig-Liebe. A kraut by any other name, most of it.
Is that the whole point of the doomsday machine is lost. If you keep it a secret, why didn't you tell the world, eh?
It was to be announced at the party congress on Monday. As you know, the premier...
Something's wrong, and I don't know what it is.
It's not about the sexual underground.
Dig deep enough, you might uncover the truth.
It's about truth.
Signals couldn't have come from 300 miles.
People don't want to know the truth about the world, reality, the moon landing.
The odds are...
People want to believe in ideals. And that's understandable.
You'll never live to tell it.
And the search for truth...
Freeze!
Exactly. Up to...
Something's wrong.
But the government...
Something big.
Knowing this...
And they try to kill me.
Takes advantage of it.
Who's they?
By...
I can't tell you.
Perpetrating... Fraud...
Are dead.
After fraud...
Capricorn 1.
After fraud.
The mission that never got off the ground.
I mean, it sounds like he's the impetus of this entire confession in a way. I mean... It's like a theme, like, so he really made you become circumspect about this.
He even virtually begged me to reveal all this. He couldn't do it himself. He has a pension to worry about.
But you still must fear one thing they can do to you, which is, I mean, I don't know. Do you ever? I mean, you obviously. Do you ever worry about them killing you because of the secret? I mean. You have become a bit of a recluse. I don't know, with the...
Yeah, Garbo, Howard Hughes, J.D. Salinger, and me.
Right.
And to some degree, Neil.
Were you threatened? I mean, let me ask this. The 15-year thing, I can't release this till 15 years after your death. You're obviously forbidden under the Secrets Act. You're not allowed to tell anyone this. You must have made some deal with the government, clearly. Right? I mean, you're not allowed to tell anyone this. You're breaking your contract with them, telling me?
Well, let's just leave that where it is.
All right. And you're leaving us with a time bomb that will explode in 15 years after your death.
I am the greatest film artist.
Those people then out there who are seeing this for the first time and say, well, this is bullshit or this isn't possibly true. What is the duty of every citizen? I mean, people are going to look to the government to corroborate what you said. The government will probably not corroborate what you say. So then what do you have a message for anyone watching this, whenever that may be? Do you think that this is more than about the moon, or is it just about the moon? I mean, is there some greater lesson in this? Is there some greater truth? I mean, here we're all taught we landed on the moon, and from childhood on, just like the earth goes around the sun, and it's one of the great truths we're taught. And you're basically asking people to take one of their most cherished truths and throw it out the window. Why? I mean, why should we believe you, or why should anyone even go through the process of examining such a thing?
You have a choice. You can believe it or not believe it. I can't control what people believe.
Right, but why is it important for somebody to take even this, consider that this might be truthful? But someone could say, you know what, this guy's off his meds. He's going senile. Stanley Kubrick's lost his marbles. I mean, why should we, you know, why should we question such a sacred achievement by America? Why should you're taking we're taking our arguably greatest achievement and saying it didn't exist? Why should Americans believe you? Why should Americans even analyze this question?
I am devoted to truth.
You lied for 30 years about this. Why didn't you come clean in, you know, 75, 74, or whenever? I mean, why did it take 30 years?
Well, not anymore.
Is it your own self-interest that kept you for 30 years, keeping the lie going? I mean, you just...
Yes, pretty much, yes.
Do you think people like yourself were too consumed with their own self-interest to...
Absolutely.
And do you think you'll be forgiven for this? I mean, do you think people will understand? I mean, I'm not sure why you'd be forgiven. You got everything out of this deal.
Don't forgive me. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Why did it take 30 years for you to come forward?
Because I'm a flawed individual. I'm not doing this for forgiveness. I'm doing it for my own sense of integrity. No, you could say that's completely selfish, and maybe it is, but I don't think it's selfish. I think that I'm doing this for humanity.
It's like, is that what Eyes Wide Shut refers to? The idea that there is this invisible landscape going on right in front of everyone's faces and everyone ignores it? I mean, what's your greater...
Yes, don't stop just being delusional. Pay attention, but just look, just see.
But Eyes Wide Shut almost as a title refers not to ignorance, but apathy. I mean, is that really...
Yes, but that's what I'm telling people to abandon.
So Eyes Wide Shut refers to... like the no monkey see, no, you know, like kind of ignorance of secrets.
It's a contradiction in terms.
Sure.
Of
obviously, yeah.
Obviously, yes.